whoosh, whoosh. Okay, where was I? Oh, miming. So as you may or may not know, I took a mime class at Whitworth College, got my degree in theater, but one of these classes was mime, as in pantomime. Such a fun class. And this actually led my good friend Matt Park and I to create our very own mime troupe. Yes, as it by the way, troupe, as in Troupe, like a gathering of people, not troop as in Troop, like a soldier. We created a little mime soldier. That's not what we created. We called it Beyond the Glass Box. Clever, Beyond the Glass Box. Do you get it? So thinking outside the box, and also a mime is trapped inside a glass box. Yeah, we thought it was pretty cool too. Well, we went on many adventures as mimes, miming everywhere from Pike Place Market to First Night Spokane, which was sort of our first gig. This guy stopped us on the streets of Spokane when we were in downtown Spokane, just miming, having some fun, interacting with strangers, seeing if we could get money. And this guy stopped us and gave us our business card. I was actually with Matt and Danny, and he said, would you guys like to get paid for this at a New Year's celebration? We were like, what New Year's celebration is this? Like, is this like a private party and you think we're strippers? No, this was First Night Spokane, a huge, massive, ginormous, what other adjective can I use? Kablooey. Big celebration downtown, and so many other performers were there. But yeah, we got hired for this thing. Imagine getting paid for acting. Woohoo! But it was really just, mostly just for fun. You didn't get paid a lot, maybe, I don't know, a couple $100. But we did a stage performance, and we probably did it like 2 or 3 years in a row. They kept inviting us back, which is great. And the people loved us, interacting with them, just wandering around the streets. But Spokane during the winter, especially during New Year's, is extremely cold. And so we actually had like long johns underneath our striped sailor shirts. And sometimes we'd go into the mall to warm up. But as you know, malls are private property, so sometimes we got kicked out. Sorry, you can't be in here. The face paint covering up features. They think we're gonna rob someplace. Oh, really now? So we spent a lot of time at the Starbucks there, and yeah, it was great. First Night Spokane. But the coolest gig ever that we got was just this out of the blue telephone call I received, and this lady was like, hey, we're doing a French themed party here in Seattle, and we were wondering if you would like to mime at it. We would be happy to pay you. It's like, sure, I guess so. Can I have a bit more details what this party is about? This lady said, she said, well, I'm with the Columbia Tower Club. Now, in case you don't know, the Columbia Tower is the tallest tower in Seattle. It's big tower. It'd remind you of Darth Vader, kind of sharp edges, black, shiny. Darth Vader. And it's just massive. And at the very top of this thing, the top floor, is the Columbia Tower Club. It's a very exclusive club. Really, it's invite only to get invited into this club. So we have people like Bill Gates in this club. Yeah, go ahead and Google Columbia Tower Club. Dude. And I was like, well, I didn't know this before. I was just like, oh, okay, it's a club at the top of the Columbia Tower. That's cool. So we showed up, and we just kind of wandered around and you know, joked with people, interacted with them. never speaking a word, which is really funny. The goal of many people when you're miming is to try to get you to talk. And so what's your name? And I can mime Beau very easily. So it's like, oh, well, all right, his name is Beau. Matt, his name was a little bit more difficult, but eventually we settled on miming a welcome Matt, and people got it. They're like, oh, your name is Matt. Yeah, never, ever spoke. Oh no, that's a big no-no. That's violating the rules of mime. Unless you have an article of clothing that is off, like a glove. It's true, but we never take articles of clothing off because we're not strippers, okay? Stop hiring us for stripping. No one hired us for stripping. But the Columbia Tower Club, this one guy there, I'm pretty sure was an admiral with the Navy. He had so much on his shirt. It just big fruit salad right there. Yeah, so we totally joked with him. And when you're miming, just like with puppets, you can get away with anything. You can just flat out make fun of the admiral in the Navy. Big high up guy. And there's Matt and I just kind of, faking like we have a pirate ship wheel that you use to steer the rudder on the ship. We're doing that, and we're all like, oh, saluting like this, like as bad as possible. And he totally went along with it. He was a great guy, just this old salty sea dog with a salt and pepper beard and this blue button-up jacket. In retrospect, we probably should have been a lot more respectful to him. I mean, we didn't flat out insult him, but we definitely were irreverent. And he loved it. Everybody seemed to love us. It was so great. We did get paid for it. Some got paid a little bit, but wow, so cool being at the top of the Columbia Tower and standing right there on the edge. Okay, not like top like you're gonna jump off, but still, if you stand really close to the window and look straight down, it instantly gives you sweaty palms and your knees just turn to jello. You are so high up there. But the cool thing about the Columbia Tower Club is that it is one of the very few floors with a big sweeping staircase that goes from one floor to the next floor. I mean, these guys had it all. Wow. Miming at the Columbia Tower Club. And then the next week we got called for a birthday party. Do you do birthdays? Miming, so cool.